We are shooing the fat with Fatshark here at E3 2015, and I'm here with Martin to talk about Vermintide, your big new game. First, I haven't talked to you about this game like officially, so no. Can you tell us a little bit about what it feels like after so many years with Fatshark to sort of embark on this great big adventure?
It's fantastic. I mean, we have been striving for a way to do our games the way we want to do them, and control the release dates, control the content. And we finally have the chance to do it, which is awesome, scary, of course, but because everything is up to us, we can't blame anyone else, but it's a fantastic feeling right now. We're really looking forward to show people the game. We probably will do it very soon, so that's really exciting. The game is also something we are Warhammer fans. We talked a lot about that. We love Warhammer World, so that's something that's fantastic for us. Also the game type, we always love to do multiplayer games. Now we're more focused. This is a co-op game, 4-player, first person, and we really feel like, we really feel that we are taking the melee combat to a new level in terms of these kind of games, which is really fun as well. It was a bit scary in the beginning because it's always easier to do multiplayer games where you shoot people at long range, but we have worked very hard to get a high precision melee game. It's very much different to what we've done before because this is much more. It's easy to grasp for most gamers. War the Roses, for example, was a bit more hardcore. This is still a lot of like hardcore elements in it, but yeah, it's fantastic. It's just an opportunity that we got thanks to selling the engine to Autodesk last year, so we could self-fund the game. I would say this is probably the biggest self-funded project in Northern Europe in terms of games. So it's great fun. Great responsibility.
Yeah. And speaking of that, I guess the significance of this E3 cannot be understated. Then it's important to get the sort of traction that you need.
Yeah, it's fantastic to be here at E3. I mean, we'll probably be even gearing up even more after the summer. We will have more presence on the Gamescom and the PAX and maybe a bit on Comic-Con as well. But E3 is of course it's great. There's so much passion here. It's a lot of people. Excited what's happening, so that's for sure something good. We are here to talk about the game a lot. We're not. We're releasing a trailer today as well, so yeah, it's great fun.
And you recently talked about the 5th character, the 5th hero for the first time, the Dwarven Ranger. Can you tell us a little bit about him? Because we've had interviews where we've talked about all the other characters. He's the 5th one, and he's a little bit different than the other 4 in a lot of ways.
Yeah, you play him as his first person. You play him from his angle, so to speak. So all the rats and all the Skaven, as they're called, are feeling much larger for you than the other ones. The dwarf is also a different kind of. He's very meaty in his attacks. You can see him. I love to play with his shield and axe, for example. We have worked a lot on the slice and dicing of the enemies, so you can chop off the limbs, you can chop off the tails and the heads and stuff like that. And his axe is, I think right now is probably the best combination in the game in terms of feeling. So it sets a new standard for us, so we need to up the other characters to the same level as well, which is fun. He can be used in many roles, but I think tank is one of these that come to mind. He's the one dragging attention from the Skaven, so the other ones can use the ranged weapon and shoot on them.
Kind of hard to get an overview as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly. He's going into a corner, like just taunt all the enemies and just stand there bashing away and pushing them and getting all the aggro from the rats. And he also hates rats, of course, and Skavens as well. So yeah, it's a fantastic. I think it's a great character as well. And he got an interesting background. I won't say that much yet, but it's really more and more over the game, so to speak. I think it's interesting with the game that we start out with the story in the game. Of course, there's the main story, but a lot of the story is conveyed by the characters. It's more of like they change over the game. They change how they talk to each other because as it's a multiplayer game, a co-op game, we can't have these long dialogues and the cutscenes and stuff like that. So there will be a lot of trash talking in the levels, some battle type of chatter, and also between when there's calmer moments. So you will see how he evolves through the game as well, and how he starts to appreciate the other people in the company in the team. So yeah,
because some of the characters come to Uberstrike with like a relationship already established, and then it sort of breaks down from there. But what does he have any relationship with the characters, or?
Nothing not specific. I mean, I think there's more of circumstances. He's there, but they forced to cooperate because there's. I mean, the city is overrun of Skaven, and they need to be able to cleanse the town or to get away from there. They need to cooperate. So yeah, he needs to find a strange of the other characters and like them. Yeah.
So you said that it's not that far to go. What kind of things are you working on right now to sort of finalize and get it to where it's ready to release?
I think there's a few things. I mean, there's also always you find this kind of we're working a lot on the core combat, so to speak, to get it really fun to kill Skavens. I mean, that's the core of the game. We're working a lot of like hit impacts, feedback of weapons, 1,000 ways to destroy the enemies and like cut them in half and cut them. Cutting off the limbs and the heads and whatever it could be. We're working a lot of the co-op elements to make it really unique. I mean, it's a co-op game. You need to co-op to complete the game. We're working on the way in and out of the game between the levels. A lot of work with the load system right now to get it as good as possible to make people. I mean, it's a fine balance because we want everybody to be able to play with everybody. So we don't want an effect that you level away from your friends. But at the same time, it's really important that when you play a lot, you get new stuff. You feel that your character progress. So to find the right balance, that's probably what we're working a lot on right now. But it's great fun. I mean, we have a great time when we play in the office. So I think that's a good sign. And also we feel like we show the game where we feel we can show it and be really proud of it, and we're very, very close to that right now. So that's fantastic.
And when it's done, it's coming out
this fall. So it will be. It's just great. I don't want to say release date because we can't release it until we are 100% sure that we are very satisfied with it, and that's the benefit we have from being self-published. We can actually make sure we control the release date, and that's super important for the quality of the game as well. So that's probably the biggest thing. Being independent, that you can control your release date.
Even on console these days, which is...
Yeah, it's much easier than it was a couple of years ago, so it's great as well. I mean, there's a bit turnaround in terms of submissions and stuff, but yeah, it's much easier now, and it's great fun. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening, there's a lot of cool games coming out as well, and also we can control the release date in terms of see like what comes up. So we don't hit one of the days of the other big titles. So,
it's difficult during the fall, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's something we have to consider. So it's like October is really swamped, and it's like it's spreading out in all directions as well. So yeah, we'll see what's happened.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.